The smartest investor in Armenia was Donald Trump. Congratulations, Donald Trump. Investing in a land. Will you invest in a land in Armenia or in Greece?
In Armenia, definitely.
Bitcoin or land in Armenia?
Land in Armenia.
So basically, land in Armenia is the next Bitcoin. Welcome to What the Hell I'm Doing in Armenia, the podcast where I sit down with the people who live, build, invest, take big risks in this country. And ask the question everybody asks me, what the hell I'm doing in Armenia? So today, I'm gonna introduce you to Sam Samuelian. Sam have been in Armenia for more than 2 decades. He has invested in real estate, in the automotive business, in agriculture. And today we're sitting to ask him, Sam, why did you choose Armenia?
When I first came to Armenia, it was a virgin territory. And there was a lot of opportunities on the very basic level, from restaurants to furniture companies. And I'm really happy to see how it's evolved very nicely into more complicated industries, value-added technologies. And I haven't looked back. It's been over 25 years and the country is still growing. I think the growth is going to continue in the right direction.
Take me back to your beginnings. How did you start in Armenia?
Actually, I decided to enroll in the MBA program at AUA. So I transferred my MBA from Lebanon, where I had started it. And when I came here, I had already decided I want to live here, but it gave me the opportunity to study the environment while I was studying. Of course, there's a lot of humorous stories that can be told about that time because it was still relatively new, where it broke up from the Soviet Union. So there was a lot of difference in mentality and the way people did business or didn't do business. And fortunately for me, since Lebanon is not very far away, it's an hour and 40 minutes. So visiting my family at the time or going and eating the foods that I had missed was not too far-fetched.
So basically you came early 90s?
2000, year 2000.
Year 2000. So like 10 years before you came, it was a Soviet country. So people in Lebanon thought you were crazy moving to Armenia or what?
Very much. They said people are leaving Armenia and you're going? What are you doing there? But I remember what Warren Buffett said about investing. He said, buy when everybody's selling and sell when everybody's buying. So I used that example for Armenia. It made so much sense for me because there was so many, and still today there's a lot of opportunities because the country's opened up to a lot of markets. One of the pieces of advice I tell people nowadays when I'm older is that if you're going to invest in a new country, try to not start a new type of business. If you can move your business to the country, it's much easier because changing a country and changing your profession is difficult. It doesn't have always work because there's a lot of new opportunities, particularly with AI and microchips and the like that are being started in Armenia now. But that is something that I saw that is very important for people to help them transition. If you're in manufacturing, try to come and do manufacturing in Armenia. If you're in services, if you're in banking, if you're in education, try to use that as a bridge to the country.
I want to go back to the beginnings. What was your first investment in Armenia?
Well, that's an easy answer because as Lebanese, we like to eat. We love to eat. And when I came here, I missed a lot of foods that weren't available. So a lot of things I had missed, I just opened up the restaurant to serve from burgers and pizzas and cocktail chef and appetizers and wings and everything like that. And it was a very, very successful business. And even till today, people know me as Sam from Square One. I sold the business many years ago, but that's where people know me from. Eating is a very social occupation for us as Lebanese. And today you see a lot of people from Lebanon operating successful restaurants in Armenia. I think that's a very good way to transition, bringing not only the know-how of food, of F&B, which the Lebanese are known for, but also the service, the type of service and the nature of Lebanese to be happy and service-oriented and nice people.
Actually, I know people that they are still talking about square one. If I remember well, like French fries was a delicacy in Armenia, and you brought it to them. Before we ask the business, when did you realize, okay, I'm staying?
The day I arrived.
As far as I know, you've invested in a lot of businesses, agriculture, tourism, F&B, and automotive. So tell me a little bit about all of your businesses.
Currently, I'm the official distributor of Kia Motors for more than 10 years, and I'm looking at expanding in that domain. In the tourism sector, I represent 3 airlines with my travel agency called Side on Travel. Middle East Airlines flying from Beirut, Condor Airlines flying from Germany, and Air Arabia flying from Sharjah and Abu Dhabi to Yerevan. The travel agency itself is quite old. It's located in a central location. Agriculture, it's growing walnuts, which you yourself have been instrumental in developing as well. It's 100 hectares of walnut trees, 30,000 trees under harvest currently. I have a small capsule hotel at the airport, and I'm also the Honorary Consul of Portugal.
They are passing half of the continents to reach here. We didn't discuss this in our podcast.
Improvement of our relations with our neighboring countries will provide a huge opportunity for transit and lower cost on logistics and re-export. This is very important because...
And a gate to Europe, a direct gate to Europe without going to Georgia.
Yes.
And we will become 2-3 hours away from Europe.
From China, Central Asia, Caspian, and then continuing from Armenia to the west is something that usually we only had Russia and Iran. Now we have east-west as well.
The smartest investor in Armenia was Donald Trump.
By opening the borders.
By taking in charge of the borders between Asia and Europe.
Bypassing 2 big countries.
Bypassing Iran and Russia via Armenia.
Yes.
Congratulations, Donald Trump.
I think it's very important to study a market when you're first getting involved. One of the stories that I remember was, historically, people didn't understand why French fries in Armenia were of poor quality. And they said, let's do French fries. But the issue was technical, where the starch content of potato in Armenia was different from the one traditionally grown abroad. So ultimately, that would have been a failed business. So knowledge of the country is very, very important. And one of the reasons people fail to develop a business in Armenia, and I've seen this many times, is not studying the local trends, the market opportunities, the financing, the customer habits, and that would lead to failure. So anybody trying to start a new business in Armenia should spend a few months studying the country in its different diverse trends.
Let's be more objective when it comes to studying any project or any investment opportunity. Sam Samuelian, where did you do mistakes?
I did mistakes all over the place, and I still do mistakes. But I try to minimize them because the markets change constantly. Now, the most important thing to understand for everybody is that Armenia is a country like any other. It's safer than most countries, and it's a small country where a lot of people know each other. In many ways, like Lebanon. This is why I love working here, because the proximity of people is something that I'm used to. It's easy to communicate with people. It's easy to explain what you need and how you can ask people to help you, and people are usually eager to help you out. You have a lot of information available online, customs and taxation that indicate
everything,
what to import, what to export, and so on. Regarding mistakes, it's always making sure that local mentality, local trends, even if they're different from other countries, but they're moving towards internationally established trends, such as everybody in the world drinks a lot of coffee Therefore, coffee shops work a lot in Armenia.
Coffee is becoming the new trend everywhere.
Exactly.
Specialty coffees.
Specialty coffees. That's one example. In the automotive sector, you'll see a huge increase in electric cars. So therefore, if you're going to be fixing cars, it's better to open a workshop for electric vehicles.
I wanted to ask you something about these electric cars, especially those Chinese brands. Like walking on those streets, I can see a lot of Chinese cars now in Armenia. Is this done, finished, or this is just starting now?
I think it's just starting, the electric vehicles, whether it's Chinese or
Anything.
Korean or American. Even the European manufacturers have come to realize that they need to change their R&D to better satisfy the trends for electric vehicles. This is not a trend, it's coming to stay, it's going to change the industry. It already has, but it's going to continue changing it fundamentally. Not only for cars, but other mobility solutions like drones, personal people carrying drones and delivery drones and so on.
So basically, I want our viewers to benefit from this conversation. Let's say we have like a viewer who's watching us right now and he's ready to invest like 500,000 in Armenia. You have experience in a lot of sectors, like if between real estate, agriculture, automotive business, or like F&B. What will you advise this guy? Where to go? What to see?
I like using the word value added.
Okay.
Basically, if it's something everybody can do, then if you do it yourself, you're not going to make an impact, you're not going to be competitive.
I agree.
Any product that you can improve on, if it's in agriculture, harvesting a product is not enough. You have to process it to have the value added. The same with cars. If you can provide repair or warranty or proper service, that's where your value added is located. For agriculture or real estate development, again, just buying and selling doesn't do it nowadays. You have to work on improving the vision of the land. Or do you want it to be a residential complex? Do you want it to be an agricultural product that you can not just harvest and sell? You have to be able to store it. You have to be able to export it for it to make sense. And where can you export to? That is also interesting. You should study the market you're exporting to in order to produce a product that is appealing to that market.
So basically, adding a value on any investment you would like to do in Armenia will definitely be a lucrative one.
Exactly.
And I agree with that.
Another important thing I would like to mention is that Armenia, the average income has risen considerably in the last 25 years, over 10, 12 times per capita. GDP has increased only in the last 3-4 years. I think it's more than doubled. And the trend is continuing. I think as a safe, small country, your resources are manageable and you can foresee what the future will bring relatively fast. Particularly for my compatriots from Lebanon, especially if they have a specialty there, whether it be goldsmiths or trading in clothes or manufacturing, I think a lot of these can, if they're working in Lebanon, that they can do the same in Armenia.
So basically investing in a land, will you invest in a land in Armenia or in Greece?
In Armenia, definitely.
Bitcoin or land in Armenia?
Land in Armenia.
So basically land in Armenia is the next Bitcoin.
I keep buying land and I haven't lost any money there. So I'll definitely advise anybody just to keep doing that. You never go wrong with buying land, with buying real estate.
How long it took you to feel successful in Armenia?
Actually, success for me is the feeling of belonging. Having a healthy family here, a happy family, in a country that I relate to. So the benchmark of success is happiness. And I'm very happy in Armenia. And work happens and money happens, and that's good.
I would love everyone to know Sam was my first friend when I reached to Armenia. So he was the one helping me where to start, what to do, how to do it, how the dynamics of this country works. So part of Kingsmen's success, my personal success, is due to Sam. Thank you so much.
I'm happy to hear.
Habibi.
Always ready.